Hello. Hey, Andres. Uh, what's this about support? Oh, yeah, I was talking to I was like put on hold for customer support for something I had to like do. It took like 40 minutes. All right, I changed it. Yeah, I honestly I might have to just like change the company that I'm using for this thing because apparently this one just sucks now or something. So. All right, so I don't have any more commissions to do. Like I'm I'm super unemployed now, you know? Okay, I'm gonna do something on Twitter. Okay, give me a second. You're regular employed? Yeah, I don't know. I gotta find some way to make money. I don't think I'm gonna get any commissions this month, so what could I do? Okay, okay. Okay. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I saw two people posted this. on Twitter recently, right? It's just a bunch of like VTuber artists or whatever saying what's the responding to this tweet saying what's the lore behind choosing your career path, right? And they go they've been drawing since they were a kid. They did really well in school. They got into a good science university. Most of the universities are science based anyways, right? Uh been told that art makes less money than STEM. Uh uh and then they say, I stopped doing that and just drew anime boobies. It makes more money. And you know what? It's technically true for me, even though I don't make a lot of money. I make below minimum wage, or below the poverty line, right? Way below. But still, technically, more money. Still higher than baby. Still higher than zero. Let's go. I was going through some like, bro, you guys are a special case, right? You guys are famous VTubers. You can make money, okay? And then I thought about my situation. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, that's true for me too. I make more money with art, so that's funny. Sometimes you think you could assimilate into the furry community, but I don't want to LARP. Yeah, I know. LARPing sucks. It really takes it out of you, you know. Unless you make a ton of money, LARPing is just not sustainable, right? Because if you just have to LARP once a week, that's not that bad, you know. But if you gotta LARP 5 days of the week, that sucks. You always do bad job on commissions. Yeah, I feel like I also have that, but I just have to like I had to like work on my mentality with commissions a bit because I did like doing them. It's just that I kind of I was like, okay, I gotta follow the art style for the thing I'm doing, right? But I'm like, I kind of don't have to. So I think you just have to do more, but like it's kind of hard to do more when no one's asking for any, right? So alright, I'm gonna draw a bunch of hands. But I'm not gonna look up hands because they suck. Um, Oops. Just feels bad. I mean, for I feel like indie devs, they don't really care about concept art, they just need production art, you know? So it won't be exactly what you would be normally doing, I guess, but I think it'd just be more fun, you know? Feel like you have a job. Like if you're not spending your time making money, might as well pretend you have a job, right? Hey, it's the four. How's it going? I finished the commission, Andre. The last commission. I think I mentioned it to you already. How about you? I'm unemployed. I'm super unemployed now. I used to be like unemployed LARPing, but well technically I am unemployed, you know. At least the government thinks I'm unemployed right now. So next year they're gonna be like, okay, you're employed, but like not really. Like I don't make enough to like be considered employed, bro. Do you want to see the com? It's look actually. It's done. You feel that you have a fear of jobs? Do you get scared when someone says job? Yeah. Oh, wait, did I not show it on? Oh, I didn't share it with you guys on Discord, huh? I'm gonna don't say the word. Yeah, it's a bad word. Dun, dun. Dee, doo, dee, doo, dee. Dee, doo, dee, doo, dee. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. There was this one artist who like drew hands like kind of big, right? But they looked good and like expressive and like I forget who it was. I think it was a manga artist, but I don't remember. John Yao. I think you missed. Uh, you might have missed two, or I don't know. When was the last time you watched? I streamed yesterday, so I think you missed that one. Maybe I don't remember. I don't think you watched. At least you didn't say anything, so I don't know. But I finished it yesterday on stream. Two, maybe. I didn't stream on Monday. I streamed on last time I streamed was yesterday. Before that, it was I streamed on Thursday last week. Mm, yeah, I mean me too. I it's like I didn't really stream much last week, so it's okay. We all get busy. See, missed yesterday. Yeah, I didn't stream on Monday because why didn't I? I don't remember. I had a reason. I forget though. Yeah, if you Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, yeah. I stream on both because, uh, personally, I kind of don't like watching on Twitch because ad blocker doesn't work on it. Not that I use it, but you know, out of principle, you know. I'm also on Twitch. Yeah, you can see on in the video on the bottom left, there's the Twitch chat, so you can see Andres talking. Makes it easier to keep up. Yeah, probably. I can give you the link. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, no, it worked. Never mind. You just so right now there are no ads on Twitch, but one might play in like 15 minutes. I have no control over it. Twitch is they need to make up their money, bro. They have like no money. They're out of loss still, I think. They haven't made a single dollar from this Twitch business. Oh. Green. Yeah. Well, on the on my stream overlay thing, it uses a different color. I don't know why. I could probably fix that actually, because Twitch did start using their own thing for, or not started using, but they have their own thing now for Twitch overlays or stream overlays. They didn't for like the first 10 years, but now they do, so I don't have to use third-party stuff anymore. You can reply to people? I think so. I don't know how to do it though. The hands are godly. Thanks. The hands aren't that scary. They're not spooky. See, this is like almost a glove, but I drew the lines on the wrong way. Hands are scarier than jobs. Well, if I can handle hands, I think they should let me have a job, you know? Yeah, I like drawing bullshitty hands too. If you've seen my you've seen me draw them though, right? Like hold on, let me find like the most like egregiously bad hand that I've drawn. I drew one thing that day. That's crazy. Uh, yeah, look at that. Look at these hands. Yeah, but they have gesture. That's all that mattered. Okay, whatever. So I did have an idea of what I wanted to draw today, but I'm like kind of want to eat cheese, you know. Oops. They got wabi sabi. It's censored rendering in the message. Really? I don't see it being. Huh? Oh, bullshitting. Oh. Oh, I think the overlay. I think the overlay it censors some words so it doesn't embed oopsies onto my VOD or whatever. Yeah, no gamer moments. I did notice it just did not like keep a couple words that a few people said, and I'm like, what was wrong with those words? So it's kind of annoying sometimes, but is this a hand stream? I don't know. I had well, it's not. I'm just gonna fill the page with hands, and then I'm gonna draw the thing I wanted to draw. But I kind of like. So on Twitter, I saw this person say they did 40 sketch commissions in a month, and I'm like, holy shit, you get 40? But the main thing that they were trying to outline was they had to do it, and I'm like, oh, I mean that's not that hard, but I don't know. The music's loud. Yeah, it really isn't that hard, right? It done in a few minutes. I don't know what they meant by sketch. I'm assuming, it's not more than an hour, right? So they did 1 week of work, right? Even if it took 4 hours for that sketch, it'd still be 160 hours, or yeah, it'd be 160 hours in total. But they were charging only $15, right? So if they were doing it at like minimum wage rate, then you know they did work only 40 hours, right? Oops. They did 40, $10 for a sketch. Yeah, I don't know. The Reddits are so bad. uh, like what am I supposed to charge? It takes 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. I stopped posting there. It's really bad. It was 15 the minimum. Oh. So I didn't get banned on Hungry Artist or anything, but I would get downvoted. So I was like, well, what's the point? If no one's gonna see it, you know? What am I gonna do? What is there to do? Hi back, I'm dead. Hmm. Oops. I mean, yeah, they're trying to buy food. On Ko-Fi, I used to have I did this thing once in 2021 on Twitter, I think, where I was like I thought I was like doing a bunch of experiments to see how I could like get people to like pay me money, right? To make art. And one of the ones I thought was like, okay, what if I make them know, like just be make it very known that the money they spend will equate to an exact number of food items, right? So at the time, I would eat dumplings like all the time, right? So I did the math, and getting a bag of dumplings was around $12, right? So I made it so that oh wait, no wait. It was like a dumpling was like around 50 cents, so $3 was like six dumplings, right? So I made it so instead of it being like $3, I made the units like dumplings, like the number of dumplings, and I put a number. I did put a number on it for like money because you know you still have to convert it. But like you know, people were buying instead. People were paying me in dumplings, right? And I thought that was cute, you know. But I forget who it might have been Tressie who said, "Oh, it might it's a little off-putting," and like, oh, well, yeah, that's probably true. But I don't know. And at some point, I made Ko-Fi. I changed it to eggs on Ko-Fi. Like $1 would be one egg. This was before the eggs got expensive though, so it kind of didn't really. It wasn't really funny. But if I did a little bit later, like 2 years later, it would have been really funny. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. Do, 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 do. It's I don't think it was 50 cents. I don't remember what the math was. Let me look it up. How much is a bag of dumplings? So this is the let's see. So mini wontons, there are 65 and it's $8. So it's like 12 cents per dumpling. This is like a lot of dumplings though per bag. I think I had more expensive ones. This one says the Ainimodo dumplings are this is 1.5 pounds for like I don't know. How much is this? Probably like $8, $9. I don't know. For one more week. I don't know. I feel like guilting them would be like kind of sucky. But I don't know. Maybe people like that. I feel like people generally respond more to like you being like excited and happy. It's like, oh wow, this person's doing well in life. Let me go give him more money, you know? I feel like I don't know. Hard. Oops. It's like people donating to like big streamers. It's like why? They have so much money. Like you keeping that dollar actually would probably benefit everyone more. Everyone, including the streamer, than you giving it to them. Buy me a coffee doesn't apply to you. I don't drink coffee. They hunger for attention. Yeah. What if I, well, okay, if that's the case, what if I say give me like $40 and I'll put your name on the next piece of art I post. uh I know I saw Moist Critical. He disabled all donations and just subscriptions or something. Like there's no way to give him money anymore other than watching. I think he said that ad revenue is enough, so he just stopped. Oh, and he also has sponsors, so he doesn't need money from viewers. He just gets them from companies. Liz Konichi Wagwan. Oh, hold on. Let me send it to you. Oh no, you saw it. Oh no, did you not? It's this guy, the one who's the Toronto guy, where he goes Konichi Wagwan, Mina Slimes. Moshi Moshi. Yeah, the first time I heard someone say sheesh, it was from Perlick. And every when he said it, I was like, that's ass, bro. That's such like a that's horrible. Like who says that? And literally no one said it in front of me ever. I didn't hear anyone else say it other than Perlick. And I'm like, oh, so it's not even like a cool the meme didn't even catch on. But turns out Perlick every single time Perlick like gets into a meme, he always gets into it early. And then I see it later and it like, blows up later. He's like he's an early adopter, bro. It's crazy. Every time too. Like the other one was Bing Chillin with like John Cena. He said it a bunch, and I'm like, that's pretty funny actually. You know. And then like a year later, everyone started posting it, and like, oh, for like 100% every single time. Crazy. Yeah, he really is brain rot patient zero. Bleeding edge memer, exactly, dude. I gotta ask him for some more memes, you know? Get ahead of the curve. This Konichiwa one. I think I'm an early adopter, alright? Cause I didn't even tell anyone about it. I saw it once and I just told well, I did tell my friends about it, but I didn't like the post or anything or shared it. I just told people about it. And then like a week later, a lot of people are talking about it, bro. It's crazy. That's how it works. Du- 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 du. Librarian tweet about it? Nah. Well, no, not no. I want people to say it. It's like so funny. It's so strange. And the way and like he has like the perfect look and facial expressions to just like make it all fit. Like if it looked like some rant, like a normal person, you know, someone with like a regular haircut and like isn't wearing like makeup, it'd be like, nah, you're weird, right? But he just like commits so hard. It just works so well. I don't even think he's like committing too much. I think that's just how he normally is, you know? But like I think I don't know, he's probably playing it up a little bit, right? Like, okay, see you, it's look. Thanks for stopping by. Uh, I get mochi mochis, but what does Konnichiwa reference besides the greeting? I think is it Konnichiwa? I thought Konnichiwa. I thought the Guan part was like a dialect, so it was like it's just strange. What about Mina slimes? It's the so in the video he says Konnichiwa Guan Mina slimes. I thought it was like maybe a dialect that he says Konnichiwa Guan. It's Jamaican, Jamaican Japanese. No, I don't think so. I don't know actually. Le patois. Guys, I think maybe I don't know how to draw hands still. It's Jamaican, really? Wait, what? What? Wait, could you explain it? I don't know. Konnichiwa Guan. Oh, Japanese mixed with Jamaican slang derived from Konnichiwa and Wagwan. it's it's common in London because there's a lot of Jamaican people in London, right? Oh, what's going on? Oh, I haven't seen that meme in a while. But I think it's funny. I don't know. It's cool. Have you seen the Moore effect on my art? I didn't do it on purpose. I don't think it's a recent one. It's not a recent meme, is it? Bad apple means, yeah. I mean, bad apple is just it's just the important. You know how like Doom is like something people like try to get on everything. But it's the same with bad apple. Whenever there's a screen involved, people try to put Doom and bad apple on it. You know. It's just a computing benchmark, you know. Can I display bad apple? Can I run Doom? And loss? Yeah. Loss is easier, I guess. So I saw Uma Musume, they tweeted out, "We're gifting everyone 100 or 1500 carrots." They said that 6 hours ago, and I checked 12 minutes after they posted it. I did not get 1500 carrots. It was a lie, bro. Where'd it go? Where was it? Where'd it go? Give me back my time. Or not my time, but like whatever. Anyways, there's also a new update for Uma Musume, and I played a bunch. I played way too much. And we're in a new meta because the global server, because it used to be just only Japan, but then they made a version for global users, and they it was basically just the Japan server, but it's just behind, and then they accelerated the time in which they update the game, right? So in terms of like how to play, you kind of just people made guides because they've been through it. There's been a lot of people who've done it already or played through the game, and so people were just kind of copying the homework the Japanese players were doing, right? Because they did it, and it was the same exact game. It's just in the past, but they made an update to the game where they released a few features early. So now the meta is just like unknown. It's like, okay, well these updates are like mixed now. So like what's good, what's bad? So I can't copy anyone's homework anymore. I gotta like come up with my own strategies. It's like it's wild, you know? Also, did you guys see the new Vive? Oh, not Vive, sorry, the new Valve not Vive, the Valve VR headset and stuff. It looks kind of cool. It's a bit neat. I think it's really funny. The VR headset uses AA batteries for the controllers, which is really weird. Must be power efficient. It said 30 hours. All right, what did it say actually? It said something. It said like more than a day of power, right? So you do have to replace them often, right? It's not that power efficient. So I assume people are gonna probably have to buy like rechargeable batteries or something, or else they're gonna go through like the whole pack in like a week or something. Kind of sucky. So I really don't know. I didn't really get the decision behind that because it's like they make batteries that would fit. So either they're trying to do some cost cutting for affordability sake, or they just don't make batteries that size, which is kind of hard to believe. Or or what? I don't know. Like I don't really get it. Maybe they thought like recharging the controllers would be less convenient than just swapping the batteries, but what's more convenient than having to go to the store to buy new batteries, you know? Maybe a tariff issue. Well, their Valve controller, the Steam controller, has a massive battery in it, right? So most wireless controllers only have like around an 8-hour battery life. Their Valve, the new Steam controller, has a 35-hour battery life. It's a massive battery. It's like a relatively large controller because it has a touchpad on the bottom. So when I saw a couple videos from I think either Linus or Gamer Nexus where they had a dissected controller like on screen, right? So you could see like what's inside. The battery on it was massive. Like it only fit because it has a touchpad on it. It's kind of funny, and they don't even use up that much room. Like there's like still a lot of empty space inside the controller. Like, but the VR controller, it looked like there wasn't that much room inside the controller. It's also a relatively sophisticated controller, so like I don't know. Anyways, I was thinking maybe I should buy some stocks in Panasonic because Panasonic they have a line of rechargeable batteries that everyone likes, or not everyone, but like it's like the most praised rechargeable battery, right? Or rechargeable AA battery. So I was thinking like, oh yeah, I should buy some Panasonic stocks, you know? Okay, coincidentally, Panasonic stock kind of blew up today by like 10 or 15%. I think it's coincidental because they've had the spike every now and then, right? But maybe it's not, you know. Are they public? They're public. They went public recently, so I don't know. Let's see, Panasonic stocks. Let's see. So yeah, so in the last 5 days, so at November 11, which was yesterday, at 4 p.m., so about 24 hours ago, they were $11 USD. On November 12th, this morning at 9:30, they went from 1110 to 1150. Look at that. That is a 6% increase in one day. That's insane. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe I should buy some stocks from them, but also like I don't care. They're gonna go up like 10% at most. And it's like whatever. Uh do 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 do. Okay. Guys, like my hands. I'm looking at reference. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. I am running out of room. So I kind of want to get the new Steam headset or VR headset. I don't. I feel like it's gonna be like $1 million though, so I'm probably not gonna get it. But if it's like 300, 400, I will just think about it for like 5 years, you know? And also, something kind of funny. All of them are the VR headset is a full computer, so like you could like play games on it. I don't know if it'll be affordable. That's the thing. Like, it seems expensive. It has like pretty much most of the new features. Like, I don't know. They didn't say what the price is yet. That's the thing. So everyone's kind of waiting what on the price is. Like the Steam controller, I'm assuming is gonna be like 80, $90. I think the Steam machine is gonna be at least 700. And the VR headset, I don't know, probably also 700. Uh, just spreading misinformation for the love of the game. I also corroborated, so I'm an accomplice to this possible lie. Uh... The Earthbending games? What game would you want to play? I want to play the Clubhouse games thing. Why do I have a circle here? When did they draw this? Or not Clubhouse games, whatever. Like I have like two friends who have VR headsets, and they like play every week. And they told me, well, if you get the VR headset, bro, tell us, bro. We can play, bro. We'll play. I don't know. It just seems like a. I might. So also the headset works with like any Steam game, or you can stream any game to it from your PC, or just play games on it straight up, right? The strange thing about it is that it's not an x86 CPU in it. So in on top of there being a compatibility layer to play Windows games on it, they also need another compatibility layer to transcribe x86 to ARM because they're on the Snapdragon chip. So like, what do they deal with that? You know, and transcription, like live real time transcription, famously horrible performance. Bad, bro. It's bad. So I'm assuming they're only doing it for compatibility reasons. They don't really care too much about performance. But you know, a game could just they could just compile it for x86 or ARM, and then it'll work. It's not gonna be that easy because most libraries don't even really support it. But whatever, you can still stream to it. You know something I've always wanted? I want to be able to close my eyes and just see what the video has. I just hate using my eyes. Like, can you just put it in my brain? Wouldn't low FPS feel worse on VR? I'm assuming it's made for. Okay, so Linus made a video about all the new stuff, and he talked about the tech that they use for what's it called? Uh the transcription, right? It's called FX. Um I've never looked at it, but I didn't even know about it before this. But he was like, I was surprised to see it work, and the video that or the game that they had as an example for it working was Hades. And Hades runs on a custom game engine. It's very, very performative for, what it does. And so like it probably runs well. It's also it's a 2D game. It's easy to run. Actually, it's actually 3D. The game has some 3D in it. But if that runs well, it's fine. Watch them just have built-in interpolation. So I think it has FSR. I don't know. One of them had like specs where they were like, oh, it runs at 4K 120 FPS with FSR, right? And they didn't say which FSR, but I'm pretty sure the only FSR that exists is upscaling. I don't know if they have frame gen FSR. I don't remember. But if they have frame gen FSR, that's gonna look like ass. And it would also cause problems because frame gen has latency inherently. So if you're gonna turn around really quick and you don't turn around immediately, the latency is gonna kill you. You're gonna get vertigo immediately and die. So that would suck, right? I'm assuming that's not the case. It's probably just upscaling. Or yeah, maybe they should use temporal FSR. I feel like temporal is always crispier. You can use FSR on NVIDIA if you want. I just don't remember because like FSR is supposed to be an alternative to DLSS, but DLSS is three different things. It's upscaling and frame gen, and then a third thing I forget. I don't know. Maybe it's just two things. It's DLSS. Yeah, anything AMD makes for their GPUs, you can do it on NVIDIA, but it's not true the other way around. For for fun, yeah, just for fun. And then I'm not sure why, but Valve only communicates with AMD to make all these things, which I think is interesting because NVIDIA would be open to it, I assume, but I guess they prefer to do it with AMD. As I'm assuming it's because it's cheaper. I don't know. I think the only mobile like computer company like using Nvidia for anything is Nintendo. Everyone else uses AMD. So I mean even consoles, they don't use Nvidia, they use AMD. I'm not sure why. I don't know. There could be a bunch of reasons. I just don't know which one it is. Like let's see, PlayStation 5 has a AMD A GPU, right? A is it? So they have a let's see the CPU. So yeah, they have an AMD Zen 2 CPU. And then their GPU, it's apparently they have a dedicated one. It's not an A GPU. It's an APU. It's they have an AMD RDNA. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. They have Wi-Fi 7. The Switch, well, the GPU the Switch uses is NVIDIA. Let me see. I don't know if it's an APU though. So they have a okay, yeah, no, okay. So they were using an ARM CPU, but I think it's not a Snapdragon. It's just as ARM. So yeah, well, the thing with ARM, I don't think ARM is a distributor. Yeah, they're just purely design. I'm 100% sure they're just purely design. So I don't know. I'm not sure who manufactured it. But then their GPU, they have one. They have a Maxwell based GPU, something, I don't know. And then the Switch 2, I think it's exactly the same. Just some ARM CPU with some NVIDIA graphics card. CPU octa-core ARM Cortex 78 or A78C. Whoa, it runs at a very low clock speed, but I'm assuming it's just heavily pipelined. And then where is it? Graphics. Another NVIDIA GPU. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're the only ones who uses NVIDIA. I don't think anyone else does. Also, the Steam Machine, their console. It's not really a console. It's just a computer that's like small. Uh, it. I looked up the dimensions on it. It has it on their website. It's nearly identical to the GameCube. Let me show you. It's so funny. I took a couple screenshots and sent it to one of my friends. Okay, look. So the Steam Machine is 150 by 152 by 162 by 156, right? The GameCube is 150 by 161 by 110, so the GameCube's kind of short. But the yeah, I don't know. But two of the three dimensions between the Steam Machine and the GameCube are pretty similar. They're off by 2 centimeters, 1 to 2 millimeters, right? So I'm assuming, I think that was intentional, honestly, right? And it's called the Steam Machine, but some people are calling it the GameCube now. It's one letter off from GameCube, right? So who's the new character? I didn't see. What do I have to look up? I have to find it. What is the search query? So I just look up Deadlock League. Oh, all the leaked or unreleased characters in Deadlock 2 hours ago. Oh, these are just all the ones that have been mentioned. Oh, his name is familiar. Oh, I thought you were saying like, oh yeah, you would be familiar with his name. All right. Familiar. Fencer and Familiar is a small krill-sized gremlin. Wait, what? He's gonna be tiny? It's gonna be horrible. His kit includes an evil eye ability, which can hit enemies through walls. Familiar is able to send out his familiars to complete farming tasks. Oh no! He's gonna be like Meepo! Okay, so apparently, Ice Frog goes back in the forest. So Ice Frog, like, works on Dota for a bit, and then works on Deadlock the other bit. Oh, he's so tiny! But half his hitbox is ahead, dude. Oh, did you see the Monster Hunter update? That's okay. No, they added Monster Hunter to Dota, so you can, like, in the meantime, you can just craft some stuff, right? Actually, there's one song I want to listen to real quick. Oh, there were lyrics in the song. Yeah, like they didn't need to give it to Dragonite, Anti-Mage, Sniper. Yeah, like they have a lot already. Hmm. There's no Mac OS client for Deadlock. I mean, there's no Linux client either. I don't know if they'll add a Mac client for it. And I'm kind of like what Valve games are on Mac? I don't know. Valve. Let's see. Um, Dodo Underlords on Mac. Artifact on Mac. Counter-Strike Condition Zero, Day of Defeat, Blue Shift, Deathmatch Classic, Counter-Strike, like the original Counter-Strike. Or not original, but yeah. Ricochet, Opposing Force, Team Fortress Classic, and Half-Life. So yeah, they don't have CS Source, Half-Life 2, TF2. I thought TF2 was on Mac at some point. Portal isn't on Mac. Portal 2 isn't on Mac. Kind of weird. How am I playing it? I'm using Proton. It's the thing that that Steam uses on Linux to just play whatever game. You can play most games with it, so the main reason is Mac Apple makes it hard to develop for Mac in that it's kind of a tedious process because they have like verification steps that you need to go through for your app to be published on Mac or run on Mac. I don't know. It's just a bunch. It's just a mess. Also, new Macs don't use x86, they use ARM. So you'd have to have some build pipeline for your game to run on ARM. So I don't think many engines let you build for ARM. I don't know. I think Unity might. I don't know about Unreal. And if you're making your own engine, you have to make sure the libraries you do use could support ARM. It is a bunch of stuff. Like software side and hardware side, it is just kind of it's just too unique. Da, 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 da. On Win W. So, do you guys have any like cheese recommendations? Cheese, yeah. Hi Viper. How's it going? You buy a giant brick of Monterey Jack. Uh, There's so many different types of Monterey Jack, right? Like I have this Monterey Jack, like pepper, whatever. Except it's like oranges, so I think it's also partially cheddar. I don't know. Dry Jack. Ooh. You were a Lightbox? I wasn't. How was Lightbox? Was it fun? Good. That's nice. You guys hear that chainsaw outside my door? Dude, I kind of want to eat some cheese right now. Uh, okay, whatever. So guys, there's this photo of Fernando Alonso uh at Brazil, I think, just sitting down on a lawn chair. He got he got eliminated, it seems, in round one of qualifying. So he got a launcher and just let his just accepting his fate. This is like 2012. Dude, he aged so much from 2005 to 2012, and then he stayed the same age since, or he looks the same as 2012. Crazy. Uh. So, anything new happens with you, Viper? Exit 8? What's that? Oh, yeah, the game, yeah. The one where you're in the subway? How did they make a movie out of that? You can beat the game in like 2 minutes. How long is the movie? It can't be that long, right? So do they start in the subway or do they end in the subway? Whoa, really? Almost 2 hours. Oh, there's a that's fun. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, today's Wednesday. Oh, okay. You guys hear me typing on my keyboard? No? Okay. Because my keyboard is like right in front of my mic. I have a noise gate and a what else do I have on this? I have a noise gate and noise suppressor. Okay. It uses like 5% of my CPU. Ah, whatever, it's fine. I don't think it'll cause any problems. What layout? What do you mean what layout? Here, let me show you what my layout looks like. Let's call it by. I have an iris, yeah. Okay. So here's layer one. Or I guess it's layer zero. Here's layer one. Oops. And then I have one more layer. There's layer 2. Oops. I don't know. I made the layout, right? So this is just QWERTY right here, right? Pretty much the same, right? Control is above shift here. Because I wanted shift to be in the same spot, and then this part would have been caps lock, right? So I just swapped it to control. And then, or not swapped to control, I just made it control. And then I have print screen and write alt, right? Those are like the only weird things here. And this isn't tilde, it's escape. And then my second layer, you don't use one of your right. I don't like pressing that button. I don't like these buttons. They feel bad to press. And then the second layer is my functions. So I have F1, F11, and F12 over here, right? I want it to be like, 1, 2, 3, like how it is up here. And down here, right? 1, 2, 3. So I move 12 over here, that's fine. I press 12 more often than I do, like, these things, so it's, whatever. And then I have, these key. Actually, these keys here, I don't know what keys these are. These are purely shortcut keys. I don't know which keys do what. Okay. Okay, see you, Andres. Thanks for coming. Have have fun walking your dog. And then I have the arrows here, and then whatever. Right? And then I have the layers. These are just all symbols, so they're just the numbers and then the symbols. And then these symbols, whatever. You can't play Dota without the F row. Well, for me, I have the F row. I just hold this button, and then I can press the F keys. So, like I open the shop with F4. So I hold this button, and I press F4. So it works out. Control F1. No, it's not hard. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't really use those keys though, or those shortcuts. What do you have Control F1 and Alt F1 for? Any other keys? What do you need it for? What do you need it for though? Oh, do you want me to show you what my Dota loadout is? I could probably pull it up. Wait, did they show you the keys in Dota? I don't think they do actually. Never mind. Okay, hold on. Let me. I just want to show you. Anyways, it's kind of funny. Okay, so I have. This is ability one. Wait, wait. This is ability. Okay, let's use something more visible. Uh, this is ability one, ability two, ability three, ability four, ability five, and ability six. And then I have. This is and then I have what is it? This is item. This is item one, item two, item three, item four, and on my mouse button I have the top one. This is item five, and then this is item six. I have this as my neutral item. I have this as attack. I have this as cancel. I forget what X does. Oh no, wait. What does X do? Oh no, no, sorry. Okay. This is a center camera. This is attack. This is cancel. And then I have this as selection one, selection two, selection three. I don't know what these do, I forget. And then that's pretty much it. Oh, I have this as item or this is item shop. That's the shop. And then I have this as a carrier or courier, I guess. Selecting your allies. Uh, you really? I don't know. I don't do that. I just click on them. But it's probably better to have a button specifically for your allies. But I feel like if you can click the enemies, you could probably click your allies, right? Like it's All right, see how you lost while going 26 7 22 on Spectre. That's horrible. I'm ending the stream then. Bye guys. Bye. Bye.